I know you dabble in the stock market. I don't. The reason I don't is because if you invest in land like you've done here, see, this is not going to fly away overnight on the computer wires. So you buy this, you come out here the next day, the computer on the stock market, it goes way down like in the last couple of weeks. When the stock market goes down, you whoop, I had it, but I lost it. When did you lose it? Last night. I'm like, you lost it last night? They said, yeah. Well, see, you come out here the next morning, you still take a leak out here, and this land's still sitting here. It's not going to fly away on the computer wires. Yeah. Now, a lot of them say, well, you know, the stock market crashed, so I lost, you know, 500,000. I'm like, well, if you'd invested that in a piece of land, would the land have still been there the next day, irregardless of what the stock market did? Yeah, it'd have still been there. I'm like, that's the route I'm going.
Well,
now, a lot of
if
them
you
say,
go both, you know, I've made a lot of money on the stock market.
That's right. Well, but how have you done in the last couple of weeks?
Not too good.
That's right. So you got it today, a week later you don't have it. I keep asking people, I said, well, what happened to it? They said, well, you know, I lost it in the stock market. I said, well, who found it? They said, no, it don't work like that. I said, you had 500,000? Yeah. And now it's gone? Yeah. I said, somebody got your 500,000. It didn't fly away on the computer wire between here and the satellite. Where'd the money go? Could you have got it, you and your wife, last week, threw it on your bed and rolled around in it? Said, we got $500,000. Throw it up in the air. Yeah, I had it. I said, where is it now? They said, well,
that's a good question.
It's my computer screen says I've got $50. I had 500,000, now I got 50. I said, somebody else's computer screen just lit up to $495,950. I said,
I'm not sure how that works.
I've got an idea. You lose it, somebody else finds it. Everything I have lost, somebody comes along and finds it. Everywhere but the stock market, nobody found your money. Oh, they found it, Jace. So they've just come crowding in on you now. You had it. Did you make any money at it?
Well, they say I am. I'm not looking at it. I mean, I don't even know what you look at.
Just remember, you invest in land, it's not going to fly away overnight.
Yeah.
This is all going to leave here once Jesus comes out of the sky, and you say, Peter said it's all going to be just fried, laid bare, and then we're going to start all over again.
I notice these guys who are handling the stock market, they're always saying, look, you got to look long term, you know, because it crashed. You know, he called me. He's like, well, you know, it's a rough few days. Yeah. But I haven't been looking at it.
You look long term.
Look long term.
Yeah, you win some, you lose some. All I know is anything that was overnight, like the old Walmart guy, he said, well, I lost $1 billion last night. That's back 2008, I think. I lost $1 billion. Somebody said, you just lost $1 billion? He said, yeah. He said, but I got 3 left. So he was thinking, it's just computer, lost $1 billion, but he still had 3. So you say, well, he come out all right, but that $1 billion overnight, I'm like.
You lose $1 billion, what's a lot?
If he'd have had land, he'd have still had it the next morning.
So what you're saying is when you lose all your money in the stock market, you'll have a place to come to get over it.
That's where I'm leaning.
At least you have somewhere to go.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, my land didn't fly away over the computer wires. I'm like, you better go with land. I'm saying if it's going to be there the next day.
Well, the stock market guy told me when I put the money in there, he said, you need to forget about this. Which I thought was kind of a weird thing to say.
Yeah, wipe it out of your mind.
He said, just forget about this.
Forget about it.
Don't do what you do, but you forget about this.
What he was saying, it could be gone tomorrow, so you might well just forget it going in.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Here's what I'm trying to say. So you come down here when you own land. You invested in land, and somebody said, well, put it in the stock market. If you notice, when you deal with the stock market, there's a lot of fast talkers, and money can fly away quickly. And you're like, what in the world?
Yeah, what happened?
Well, down here, when you own land, the only thing that's flying away are the wood ducks you scared up. And they didn't go far. They just went down yonder and lit again. So I'm just saying, what did you rather have fly away? A few ducks from time to time, or all your money in the stock market? fast talkers and money flying away fast too. It kind of goes together. I've never in my experience run up on a slow talking stock market man. All of them talk very fast. You're like, you're trying to keep up with them because they
kind of have trouble following what they're saying. Because that's what I started asking a few questions, and he kept saying, "Don't worry about that.
just forget about it."
Where's the money actually?
Who has the actual money when its stock market drops? Where did it go? I mean, it can't disappear."
It ended
He
up.
said, "Don't worry about it."
Well, you see these guys. Some guy said one time they called down there and they said, "Listen, this dude called and said that if you will feed him supper, if you'll make supper, Miss K will cook supper for him and his wife and children," said he would appreciate it. And I'm like, "Are you nuts?" And they said, "Do you want to know what he's paying for the supper?" I said, "He's going to pay for the supper?" "Yeah, he'll give you $30,000 if Miss K will cook him a good country meal, chicken and dumplings, cornbread,
Was he in the stock
butter
market?
beans." Well, I said, "He's going to give me $30,000 for Miss K to cook him supper?" He said, "What do you think?" And I said, "Well, yeah." I said, "Where's he from?" "New York." I said, "New York." So we lined the deal up. We look up, the guy flies in to Monroe in his own jet.
Oh, so he had plenty of money.
Somebody whisked him down there. I said, I met him. I said, "How you doing?" I said, "Listen," I said, "most of the time people don't give me $30,000 for supper." I said, "But so I have to know what
was his
what
pitch?
line of work are you in?" He said, "Hedge funds." I said, "I'm thinking that's the dude. When you lose your butt overnight, all your money's gone. It's them kind of dudes that end up with it."
That's why he was paying for the supper.
I
got it.
clipped him for $30,000 for the supper.
But then he tried to get your money and put it in
But
hedge
he was
funds.
one of the best guys I ever met. I said, he just figured out when everybody says, "I lost my money, I lost my money," he said, "I hate to tell y'all, I got it." "And I'll pay $30,000 if you'll cook me some fried chicken." I said, "Come on down here, son. Let's sit down and talk it over."
Did you invest any of your money with it?
No, I invested in the supper, but
Oh.
I didn't go past the supper.
Oh.
That's about as close as I've ever come to hedge funds. I paid the dude $30,000 for it. I said, "Well, I'll do it." It's a wacky world out there. I'm just trying to survive in it. But this right here, it'll be here tomorrow. It'll be here
Yeah.
till Jesus comes back. So I would say, good investment.
Well, that's why I got it.
Good move, Jace. Plus, when the ducks fly away, Jace, you're going to end up getting them. We both are before it's all over. I guess what it comes down to after all the smoke clears, the Almighty gives you this.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know what I'm saying?
I had to pay for it, but
Hey,
It ain't going anywhere.
it's right.
There's no crash here. There's just a flood.
It's just a flood.